Hey folks, welcome to the 2015 NFAA Indoor Nationals here in Louisville, Kentucky. Today I want to do a What's a Pro Shooting segment here with Canadian Mr. Chris Perkins, who is obviously the Lancaster Archery Classic this year, the champion there. Chris, I actually got to see you 10 days ago, whatever it was, at the ABB shoot-off as well. Chris, we never have had a chance to stop you and talk about your setup. And you have a very, very common, what I want to say common setup. You have a very, very way of how you go about your shot process. And so I think your setup can translate to a lot of people that are really close to, you know what I mean, using the same stuff as you. Let's go through it from start to finish. Let's start off, first of all, you just got done today. You shot the 11 o'clock line, correct?
I did, yes.
Okay, how did you end up today because we have to have some credibility here before we start this. How did you do today?
Clean today. Everything felt good this morning, and I can't really ask for anything better than a clean round.
Yeah. All right, let's go through your setup here. First of all, what model PSE here are you shooting this year for? And this is obviously your indoor bow. So what do you got going here for your indoor bow?
So basically, the platform is still the same. I'm still shooting the Dominator, but I'm actually shooting the Dominator Max MD this year. I went over to the mini drive cams.
Okay.
Cam just fits my shooting style a lot better than the ME. ME is a great cam, but
Compare the two.
There really is no comparison, to tell you the honest truth. Okay. Both cams tune very, very well. MD's a little bit slower. I think you're going to lose probably right around the 7 feet a second mark. But as far as tunability and timing, it basically only works as a single cam. I mean, there's only one peak point on this cam, and it just has a single draw stop to it.
So are you saying for somebody out there that maybe hasn't had the chance to feel, for somebody out there that hasn't had the chance to feel the MD cam, a smoother draw cycle, less valley, explain that as far as the difference between the two.
I bet the valley's about the same. As far as I would say, the draw force curve of the cam is pretty neutral throughout. The MEs are a little bit harsher cam, I would say.
And the MEs, those are what used to come stock on a Supra, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because in my mind, there's so many things now you can do with the PSEs in their cam system. So it's kind of hard to. All right. So you got the MDs on there. What else you got going on?
Running the AAE Freak Show standard 10 thou launcher blade. The new Shrewd Mini Mag with just a standard 5-power lens.
Okay.
Running the True Ball XL Achieve the CXL with the carbon bar.
Okay.
Doinker Platinum High Mods.
Now, something I see interesting about this is for indoors, I see that this looks like just the standard 6-inch carbon rod from Excel. It looks like you have yours almost all the way out. Is there a reason why you go with the shorter, not the 9? Is it personal preference, or does it really not matter?
How I basically set it up as to how far it's out or how far it's in is basically sight picture. Okay. I basically leave the extension of the sight throughout the same indoors and outdoors.
Okay.
Right. Basically, this is going to be the same bow I'm going to run outdoors, obviously just different arrows.
Okay, all right. So when you are looking at your sight picture, can you see your housing, or are you just, let me see, you're running a really small dot. We'll get into that in a minute. But can you see your housing? How much of that fills up your peep?
So basically there again, how far I put it out is based off of my peep diameter. I want to see a little bit of daylight around. A lot of people just want to see, sure. They just want to center that dot to the peep. I'd like to see a little bit of daylight around just to make sure that I am fully centered.
Okay.
But peep size, believe I am running, it's got to be a 16th.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's small.
Yeah. And then my dot is a 2 mil. There again, I run the same dot indoors as I do outdoors.
What does your dot fill up here on the blue face?
Basically, only thing it covers is just a little bit of the inside of the X-ring here. So, I mean, I can still see the whole ring itself. And basically, I just center the dot up.
Okay. So your mentality is still go back to aim small, miss small.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What do you have going on here as far as, do you have anything special with strings and cables, certain strands? Are you running 452X? What do you got going on?
Basically, everything is stock as to how ABB will build them. Okay. Only thing I change is I go a 12-inch yoke. Gives me a little bit more material to twist up here, a little bit finer adjustments when I'm doing a little bit of paper tuning and so on and so forth. Basically, stock strings, my center serving, the diameter of it is basically what Knox I'm going to run. I believe I run a 112 thousandths, and everything else is stock.
Just curiosity, what is your draw length and what poundage are you pulling?
Draw length is 29 3/4, measured to the front of the riser. I'm shooting about 59.5 pounds.
Okay. All right. Let's go over some of these stabilizers. What do you got going on here? Obviously, you've got some Doinker Platinums. What's the length that you've got here with this, and then how much weight? Looks like you've got quite a bit of weight out front.
So I run a 30-inch front rod with only 7 ounces out front.
Okay.
And then my side rod is a 10-inch with 24.
Okay. So do you have a multiplier that you do, or do you do it on feel?
I basically do it on feel. Okay. Same with angle, side rod, pitch, angle, all that stuff is basically personal preference and how the bow reacts and feels.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Let's talk about some arrows. What do you got going? What are you rolling here? I want to know, first of all, are you rolling with these the whole tournament, or are you tuned up to shoot something small in the shoot off?
No, shoot off, I'm going to run basically the same thing. We still have another 60 arrows to shoot tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I'm not changing anything. I'm sticking with XGammer 27s. Okay. So basically same length, 31 inches, 250 up front, running a Pro Point. Flex Fletch FFP 418 with a Biter Hunter knock.
A Biter Hunter knock?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically Biter, they make a pin knock and they make a super knock. Also, they also make a knock that fits directly into this shaft without having a unibushing in it. The reason why I like these knocks is you can change from a pin knock to a super knock to the same diameter as this shaft without actually changing the throat size in your D-loop because they're all the same.
Sure.
So I mean, that's basically you don't have to change your spacing in your D-loop in your knock set.
Okay. All right. All right. So what do you got going on here for your release?
Running the True Ball 3 medium fulcrum. Basically, I have it set up the head position how I want my hand to fit in my face. I run the moon with a click.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, is that the one that you won Lancaster with?
Same release, yes.
Ain't that a hoot? Okay. All right. All right. Last little thing here. I'm looking, folks. I'm trying to find something. All right. Throw me something. What's in your quiver right now?
I got a couple spare releases, some pens.
A couple spare releases, he said.
Basically just essentials I need. Maybe some extra weights for the stabilizers if the bow feels kind of antsy today or tomorrow or whatnot. So.
What do you do the rest of the day since you're done shooting?
I'm just gonna hang out and see how everybody else makes out and just chill.
When are you moving to America? You spend so much time here.
I honestly have thought about it, but I don't know. Yeah. Probably not. But.
All right. And America wants to know, what do you do for a living, Christopher Perkins?
Basically shoot part-time, and I work part-time at a hunting and fishing store, basically in the archery.
That their prices are way higher than ours in America. He's already made that clear. Folks, the 2015 Lancaster Archery Classic winner, Mr. Christopher Perkins. Chris, best of luck the rest of the weekend. Thank you so much for going over this stuff with us. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks.